Ahoy, and welcome. This is Admiral. Truly defensive bonuses in AoE 2 can be hard to come by, exemplified by tower rush strategies as the best use case for most of the tower bonuses of ostensibly defensive civilizations. After all, as the saying goes, the best defense is a good offense. Proper aggression will always play a central role in this game of conquest, and it's good that every game is not a boom into Imperial Age slugfest. But I think there is a bit more room to develop defensively themed civilizations and playstyles, and not make everything about hitting as hard and as fast as possible.
But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward.
So today we'll be looking at an idea that's not likely to feature in the next Phosphorus strategy, but might instead help you push back when you're being pushed around. Namely, that your destroyed buildings spawn one or more military units. I envision this as a possible new civilization bonus, and at the end I'll be showing you how to do this without modding. Sometimes viewers will mention that ideas on this channel are present in other games, such as AoE 3, 4, or Rise of Nations, none of which I'm particularly familiar with, but I am aware of something like this existing in Age of Mythology for one of the Greek factions. In one of the old Civilization series games, I also recall a similar feature wherein a large city, when captured by an enemy, would spawn partisan fighters that could slow the enemy advance, or even occasionally be able to retake the city. Both of those implementations were very fun and seemed technically and thematically compatible enough with AoE 2 to be worthy of consideration as a new bonus. The main rule of thumb would simply be that the spawned unit or units should be of a lesser value than the destroyed building, so that the feature is not abused to mass an army more cheaply than you could have through standard means. Although I don't think by any means it would be overpowered if a house spawned a spear or skirmisher unit, but only if destroyed by an enemy and not deleted, or if the destruction spawned a weaker unit from a previous age, even with a nominal cost somewhat higher than that of the house. In a civilization concept from long before I started this channel, I paired this bonus with a more expensive unique house variant, in order to justify the spawn value. Larger and more expensive buildings, and especially those with a stone cost, could justifiably spawn more units, or units with a gold cost. For example, the barracks, with 175 wood cost and a 50-second build time, for an approximate adjusted cost of 200 resources, could easily justify the value of a swordsman line spawn, even when the value of gold is at a premium in the late game. Destroyed castles could spawn several gold units, or a combination of gold and trash units. You could even have the spawn defenders vary based on buildings, say light cavalry from stables, or a group of skirmishers from an archery range. Or you could have an all-purpose unique unit, similar to the Flemish militia, that's likely to get some value fighting against whatever destroyed your building. Obviously, this bonus is situational and wouldn't save you from being overrun by a significantly superior army, or when your villagers alone are being targeted, but in a close and extended game could give you enough of an edge to eke out a victory with the aid of a few reinforcements.
That's how winning is done!
And it's just a fun mechanic that fits a truly defensive theme, and is well within the game's capabilities. For scenario designers, or those who like to play around in the editor, you can implement this yourself in the scenario editor with the Modify Attribute trigger, by simply assigning the desired spawn unit ID as the blood unit of a desired building. You could also add an additional unit spawn by replacing the dead unit ID, although note that doing so will overwrite the building rubble. More advanced implementations, such as higher unit spawns, or only enabling spawns if an enemy destroys the building rather than you deleting it, are possible through modding. So that's the concept, short, sweet, and somewhat situational, but what do you think about it? Is there a new or existing civilization that famously showed an exceptional ability to turn loss to their advantage? Or made the most of their militias and marshaled the Minutemen to match a mass of military marauders? If so, who might be the best fit for such a bonus? As always, I'm interested in hearing your thoughts. That's all for today, and thanks for watching. Till next time.